Hey, what's going on? It's Rick here, and today I want to show you a case for your iPad second, third, or fourth generation. This is a highly protective case. It is by a company called KKuvs. You can find them at kkuvs.com. And this right here is called the KKuvs Klover. It is an iPad second, third, and fourth generation case. Now, in the act of disclosure, I want to get this out of the way right away. The company KKuvs reached out to me early on when they were developing this and got me some sample cases. And at the same time, they asked if I would help them out with 2 video instructionals. 1 showing how you can use their stand, and 2 showing how to install this case, because there's a couple of steps you need to go through in the installation. So I actually did that for them. If you go over to the KKuvs website, you may see 2 videos, 2 instructional videos that I've done for them. But I call that out because I wanted to let you guys know I did that, but also at the same time let you know that in no way, shape, or form does that impact the final score of this case. So let's go ahead and talk about it. So first off, they've got about 3 different pricing tiers on this case. At its base, it's going to run you $28.95, and that nets you this heavy-duty silicone. It also gets you a frame. Now, this frame is available in different colors. You're seeing it here in blue. That's the blue. It's a dark blue. There's also red. There's pink. There's black. There's white. There's also yellow. There's kind of this aqua or lighter blue, and then there's green. Now, you may have caught it at the beginning of the video here as I set these aside. There's a couple differences between some of these frames, and I will speak to those beyond just the color. This one is straight through. So what that means is there is no integrated screen shield on this. You can use your own. So that is one of the things that I like about this case, is it's pretty customizable, not only in the colors, but if you don't want to use their integrated screen shield, which is right there, you can get just the frame. So that right there is going to run you $28.95. If you say wanted to get it with the screen shield right here, then that's going to run you an additional $11. So we're talking $39.95. And then if you want to throw the stand on top of it, this by itself is going to run you $8, and they come in all of the matching colors. So I've arranged with KKuvs, if you guys want to pick this up for yourself or for a friend, there is a coupon code, and you'll get $5 off. The coupon code is Metagamers. So upon checkout, put in the word Metagamers, Metagamers, and that'll get you $5 off. I'm going to demo this with the integrated screen shield, and the way that this works, I'll do the green one here, is you're going to flip this upside down. There'll be a adhesive or kind of a protector here, and you peel that back. This is non-sticky residue. You get your iPad. This one right here is the third generation, and you're going to slide it into place just like you see me doing here. You don't have to snap it in. You can actually just slide it in like that. It's really easy to fit, as you see there. And then what we're going to do, once you've done that, just kind of cinch it into place all the way around, is we're going to pop it into the inner silicone. Now, as I mentioned, I've demoed this on their website, and you can check that out if you want to see greater details. This kind of has a honeycomb design on the inside, so it works really well for absorbing shocks and things like that. I'm going to go ahead and pop this in. I'll come back and I'll show it to you up close. So I've installed the case on my third generation iPad, and I've got it with the integrated screen shield, although I will also mention if you pick this case up at its bare bones price, you can get it without the integrated screen shield. You'll get this frame here, and for me personally, I like it that way because then I can put my own screen shield on. This will work with screen shields, and that's one of the added benefits here. Now, as you take a look at this, you're going to see that these corners, they're kind of raised up. So face down on a flat surface, definitely on the table design, but at the same time, it's going to provide an added level of protection from drops. You're also going to notice that the silicone has a different texture in areas, so kind of a honeycomb design here, smoother along here. There's some KKuvs branding on that home button. It's very responsive to the touch. Now, insofar as this screen shield goes, yeah, it's going to show a little bit of sparkle effect to it. but insofar as tapping in on things, it's very responsive. There's no problem tapping in whatsoever, so no issues there. But, if this integrated screen shield is not your thing, you might want to go without it and put your own on. There is your camera cutout, no problems there. As we take a look, and let me put this to sleep, as you take a look along this side, it is all enclosed. Take a look at the bottom. Let me flip it around this way. There is coverage here for your 30-pin dot connector or your lightning connector. It doesn't plug in or anything like that, so it just kind of sits there, but it stays in place just fine. All enclosed here. You've got your volume button there. It is very responsive. There is, depending on how you've configured it, rotation lock or mute switch. It's a bit deep, so if you've got larger hands, you might run into issues there. There's your camera cutout. There is your sleep awake power, no problem. Cutout for your mic. Now here is a potential issue for some of you. Right here, this is a very small and deep cutout for headphone jack. So if you're going to use anything other than, let's say, the Apple earbuds or anything that replicates the same exact size of those earbuds, you're probably not going to be able to use them with this case. You will have to pick up a third-party adapter, something that goes in here, and then you can plug in those headphones that way. On the back side, KKuv's branding right there. Let me spin it around this way. Thus the name the Klover. It kind of has a Klover design to it, and again, different textures, kind of more of a grainy texture here for gripping. You've got honeycomb design here and smoother in other areas. There is your speaker cutout, no problem with sound coming out in any way, shape, or form, and another KKuv's branding there. And then insofar as that stand goes, if you choose to pick that up, that'll run you an additional cost, but basically the way that this is going to work is you're just going to pop it on like this, and it will cinch into place. And then when you open this up back here, you get a couple of different stand options here. So you lock it in place, and you get your stand option like that, or you can put it into a typing mode or typing angle just like that. So you get a couple of different options here. And the nice thing about this case is how customizable it is for colors, for screen shields, for stands. You can pretty much do whatever you'd like. I would have liked to seen that headphone jack done a little bit differently and also ease of use for installing this one. But this case is going to get a 4 out of 5 from me. Remember, if you want to pick it up, I've got a code for you that'll get you $5 off. You head on over to KKuvs.com, put in the code MetaGamers, it gets you $5 off. Otherwise, the Klover gets a 4 out of 5. If you guys have questions, comments, or feedback, as always, please feel free to let me know. You can hit me up on Twitter at MetaGamers, and I'll catch you next time. Take care, everybody, and have fun.